care when I hear my groove.
Yeah, no, we're right next, and he's so cool.
Yeah, he seems pretty chill.
He's one of those guys like Lupe. It's just like a few things. Like some people, like when they walk in a room, they immense energy.
Yeah,
and you
thank
feel
you.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, you were. I thought you were talking about me. I'm sorry.
Rob
Alrighty.
and Lupe Fiasco.
On my left.
At Mitchell Verzi, at Verzi Triplets. If you guys want to book a cameo, Luke Allen tends to get a lot of the ones from us, so book a cameo.
You have Cameo?
Yeah.
Gross.
Nice.
On
Now
my
it's just a
right.
running joke.
I want to go home.
On my right.
Rob Puglisi, how you doing? My Christian name, not my Instagram first. You know? Fuck. At Rob Pug Comic, and you can see my... How you guys doing?
All right. We want to thank Rob. He is our special guest host today. Thank you so much, buddy.
Thanks for having me, dude.
Absolutely, man.
I traveled so far for this because I heard Amir was on. I'm
Well,
like,
yeah,
I'm coming.
We offered to reimburse.
Don't worry, I call him Sean all the time.
All righty. And our special
And
guest.
Ted, thank you for having me.
And our special guest. That's how you dig yourself out of a hole, folks.
I was joking. It was a fucking joke.
And our special guest is apparently Amir that I didn't know. Please welcome Ahmed
Kadri.
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 There you go.
Yay.
Yay. What is
Yay.
up?
What's up,
Give
you
the
guys?
kid a hand. What's
Do
up?
I have to give my Instagram handle too?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ahmed
You
loves
have
bread.
to.
Ahmed loves bread. AHMED loves bread.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so we're going to do one quick thing. We're going to call Luke Allen. We're going to check in with him. He couldn't be with us tonight. He has COVID, but we just wanted to check in.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Does he know that you're calling?
Yeah, I talked to him earlier
Just
today.
mid-jerk off.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, you guys just caught me in the middle of a great clip.
I like how you turned him into John Travolta.
Hello,
Lukester, how are you, buddy?
this is Luke's secretary. Let me go get him.
Damn, Luke's doing well.
Yeah, he's
I was
killing
going
it.
to
for
say,
him.
how are you?
He's
Hey,
blowing
man,
it.
you just called me. I was in the middle of fucking my hot secretary.
She answered?
She,
that's
she,
right, answer.
she wasn't moaning, so
Unfazed,
you
yeah.
weren't even.
Get back, bitch!
How are you feeling, buddy?
With my hands, still. That's how I feel things.
Well, we really miss
All
you
right.
over
It's
here.
going to be a tough interview.
Yeah.
Boy, these
Obviously, the disease has gotten to my funny bone.
Oh, no.
these always go well, don't they?
Hope it's terminal.
Me too. I won't have to do the show anymore.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Rob Puglisi is co-hosting. And he's doing great. He's a guest host. He's,
Big shoes. Big shoes.
Yeah.
He's like fucking. It's like Joan Rivers replacing Johnny Carson, and I don't know, Luke.
Tell him don't get too comfy in that chair.
I can't. It's fucking a $4 Walmart chair. This is a piece of shit operation.
Anyways,
Tell him to turn it upside down. That's how I sit on it.
It's a triplet chair. I
you
get
could-
it.
Yeah.
all right. Well, from all of us here and our audience, Luke, we wanted to wish you well. We wish you could be here. Rob's filling in beautifully, and get well, get better, and get back fast.
Thank you, and thanks, everybody. Thanks, Rob. Have a good show.
Thanks, buddy.
Bye, Luke.
Bye,
All right.
Luke.
See you,
Bye.
Hope you
Lukester.
feel better. Tell your secretary I said hi.
He fucking hates that so much. I told him, I was like, can we call you today? And he's like, why? And I was like,
The well wishes?
The well wishes. But anyways, so sincerely, dude, thank you. We were talking about possible co-hosts. We were like, okay, it's either Puglisi or Cooney.
Oh,
And
you
then-
should have gone Cooney.
Well, he said no.
Oh.
So the point though being, the other
makes
thing I
sense.
want to do is I want to get you and Cooney, and I want to end this bitter war that you guys are having.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's a piece of shit, and I don't fucking like him. I don't think he's funny.
Listen, whoa,
I think this whole flappers bit has gone on long enough.
As behind the cork, we try to stay right down the middle of the road. I don't want to take any sides. I think we can all just agree that the Verzis have no business in this business.
I would agree with that, too.
That is Sweden. That is safe territory. Everyone can get on board there.
Wait, did Cooney?
Sweden or Switzerland? One of those fuck
Switzerland.
places.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, I want to go to our guest now.
here.
And he was thinking so much, buddy.
I don't like that nobody thought that was a joke, and you thought I didn't know.
I thought
I'm sorry,
it was a joke
Thank
because
you.
I was like, I know he's
Jesus
joking.
Christ.
I just thought it was funny because I was like, that is the generic people.
Right.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so that's
Right.
right.
I fucked up the last name, so you actually made me feel better because I was like, I was practicing your last name in the car, and I was like,
How are you saying it?
I think the hyphen freaks people
I kept
out.
getting pulled over by the FBI.
I think the hyphen freaks people out for my last name.
I feel like that
Al?
last part, Kadri, should be more not American sounding. That's what freaks me out.
It's actually Kadri.
Yeah.
Kadri.
Right.
But
That's how
like
I
you have to
feel.
roll the R. But like it's hard. Like or my first name, you say it's Ahmed.
Ahmed.
Ahmed. Yeah.
Ahmed.
Yeah.
Ahmed.
Yeah. No cha. But
You don't throw a
Ahmed.
little hach in there?
No cha. No.
Ahmed?
Cha makes it Jewish.
Okay.
It makes it
You guys don't chach?
Hey, if we're
We
going to talk...
we cha, but not that much.
Not that much.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
cover our drinks.
Combat.
Like Khalid, you know.
So I first met you.
Oh,
it
that's
was,
a joke. Sorry. I was just saying you can't have Jewish weddings right now because of COVID.
Is that true?
All the chaching. Huh? Come on, that's a fourth wall good one. I'll tell that at 6
That's
p.m.
going
tomorrow.
in the notebook. So I met you. It had to be fourth wall, but
Yeah,
I don't.
for
I don't
sure.
recall. I remember you. You were this sweet little like, hey guys, it's cool to be here, and we were like, fuck off,
Right.
And you were like, got my notebook.
Yeah.
And I remember I even told you something like, you ought to do us a favor and put that notebook in that fucking garbage can over there.
Yeah, I remember.
And you were like, yeah. And I was like, that guy's going to fuck me up. I would be like going to my car, putting the keys in and fucking whack or whatever the fuck you do. But yeah, dude, you were one of the most positive people that I have ever fucking met.
Thanks,
like,
man.
you've never been like, I've seen you flustered, but never like angry.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's
Yeah, it takes a lot to get me like very, very angry.
how do you maintain that? How do you do that?
it's
Especially with
with,
Go
like, you're
no,
like,
especially with the religion you are.
yeah, we're generally happy for people. They just put up the angry people. But also Arabs just like me. If I speak Arabic, I sound angry.
Yeah, it's like German.
Yeah, it's like shuf ana ma ashabi ma habibi.
Right.
It's a little
what I mean?
hostile. It doesn't,
Yeah,
it's not
it's
intentionally
like,
hostile.
It's like
just
kif,
kinda,
like just me. I'm like kif halak ya ashabi. It's like
Yeah.
how are you, my friend? And that sounds kind of like damn. Like I'm just here, dude.
So yeah, how religious are you? Because it's funny, I've seen you, and I love you. I love what you do because I can say TikTok, right?
I
You're
do,
not gonna get
yeah.
weird.
Social media,
Whatever.
Yeah.
Social media.
TikTok,
No, actually, I haven't
Instagram,
seen
yeah.
TikToks because I don't have to. I've seen you on Instagram.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. It's been
But
picking up.
I've seen you like you will do sketches where I like that you do it. It's very diverse, but it's funny.
Right.
And you're not being diverse just to be diverse. It's actually like there was one where you were like, I was laughing because you were like, oh, I got to get the praying out of the way. And you just went like double time. It was so fucking funny.
Oh,
and I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
oh, yeah, that's fucking great.
Right,
But-
right.
So how religious are you?
I mean, dude, not that religious. I mean, it's like one of those things where, like, I'm not that religious, and then Ramadan hits, and then I'm like, all right, it's time to
Really?
fast. It's time to okay, like so in Islam, there's the 5 pillars, and it's like the main one. It's like you have to believe that Allah is the only God, and Prophet Muhammad is the last one, is the last prophet. There's prayers, the 5 daily prayers, which I don't really. I try to hit some of them, but I don't. And then
Really?
but
Do you
there's
always
the
know?
Friday prayers that I go.
do you always know which way is east? Like you just
northeast?
Is that what you have to pray?
Yeah, like right now, there is north. Yeah, northeast is that way. But that's because I have a pretty good geographical map in my
Got
head.
it.
But
Okay.
if the sun is out, I could figure it out. So.
Yeah.
But that, and then there's Ramadan, and then there's pilgrimage, and then there's donating your. So that's like the 5 pillars of Islam. So it's like I'm not that religious. Like I don't
Okay.
pray my daily prayers, and I need to. I could
You're like,
be better. But
You're like the Catholic version of being Muslim, I feel like. 'Cause
Yeah.
The Catholics are like, yeah, we'll go for Christmas and Easter to church, but that's it.
Right, dude. I have like a new bit about it where it's like I've been a Muslim for 28 years, but I celebrated Christmas for the first time with my white roommate's family,
Really?
and they bought me a Nintendo Switch, dude.
Oh, that's dope.
Are you serious?
Bro,
Pretty good,
as soon
right?
as I opened the gift and saw that Nintendo sign, I was like, in Jesus' name. And the
Pretty
Holy
good.
Spirit.
There you go.
And what's the third one? I don't know.
Father, Son.
And then I was like, yo, Jews, buy me an Xbox. Shalom, baby. I'm in, dude. So,
They had a sword that they were gonna kill you with. That was the next gift if you didn't convert from the Switch.
yeah. Did you see my video of the Muslim's first Christmas? I go, I was like, it's my first Christmas, and I gave my roommate like a gift. He opened it. It's the Holy Quran. And then I got his brother a prayer rug and prayer beads. His dad dates for Ramadan, and then you hear his mom's like, "What'd you get me?" And I go, "I got you a headscarf." And then I cut the video, and I cut the video off.
Nice.
So it's like the I don't know,
They're very COVID safe people. The whole female part of that religion.
Yeah, they won't even talk. That's how
No, it's
conscious.
great.
They're cautious.
6 inches, more like 6 feet from fucking when I'm walking.
Wait, what?
6 feet behind me when I'm walking is where I was trying to get with it.
Yeah, but
You know?
then I got you.
I got it. It was
Yeah,
You had it. You had it.
Just took a couple extra words I didn't feel like
It
saying.
was there. No, I try. It's kind of like my stand-up. It's like I don't do like brown shit for the sake of brown shit. It's just like I'm a comic that happens to be brown because I have jokes about dating and like or Instagram or shitting on or observational. But then I'll have like a joke about like fucking like my Ramadan joke or like just something happened kind of like because of brown shit. And usually those do a lot better because it's like, oh, they're like the audiences love it because like, oh, they're learning something. You know?
I think I remember. We did an outdoor show once, right?
Yeah,
And
Echo Park.
Yeah. So Mitchell Lamar is a horrible comedy producer. He's the fucking worst. And
Beautiful lips.
I love him.
but
I
such
love
a
him.
yeah,
I love
genetically
him.
gifted
Absolutely.
Sensual
human
lips.
beings.
But holy fuck, I was like, I will never do one of these shows again. But that was when you came on my radar because you went up and you remember we were getting heckled by it was like the fucking were we in Las Vegas or Silver Lake?
No, we were at Echo Park Lake, and before daylight savings, it used to be like this badass fucking mic / show, like because everyone was just hanging out at the park. You would just pull up a speaker and mic, play music, and then you would get up, and it was always a hot crowd. But that week, I still remember it was the first time, like first week daylight savings hit, and it was dark, and it was the Dodgers game, and a bunch of drunk people were just like heckling like a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Well, it was Neil Nanda. They didn't really heckle him. And then they got up, and then it was just me and them just yelling back and forth the whole time. But it was like I was doing a joke, and then I was yelling at them, and then going back to the joke, and then yelling at them. It was fucking annoying.
And I remember there I was like, yes, that's exactly. That's what you have to do with these fucking people.
Yeah,
And
dude.
then I remember I went up after you, and
Yeah.
it was like you were at least trying jokes. I was just fucking racist as could be. I was like,
Oh yeah, the Mexicans when you were like, "Hey, the Dodgers," and they were like, "Hey man, that's kind of not cool." Like they call
it's
it.
not fucking cool. I go, what's the matter? You gonna beat me up over the Tigers? And
But
like,
it's accurate. That is very
yeah.
accurate.
And I was like, fuck all of you people. I go, I know we're on your turf, but fuck you. You can't pick a day to not eat here. Like, go eat at your fucked up table that you got from IKEA or. It was like it wasn't even fun, and I just remember Mitchell Lamar was like clutching pearls that weren't there. He was like, and I was like, "Fuck this!" And like, oh, I was so fucking. I remember just burning down that mic, and then I was like, "I'll see you, buddy. It was good to see you. Great job."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "I'm getting the fuck out of here."
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
just walked like through it, and then I was like. I need to fucking watch my back a little bit. And I asked somebody, I was like, do you want to walk with me to my
Dude,
car?
I actually walked across away from them too because like they were so
Hey,
fucking
fucker,
annoying.
you were making fun of us.
Yeah.
Was it like a picnic?
It was usually it would
No,
be
but
like
I mean
a
the
picnic
the
area.
people that were drunk. Who were they?
They were just I don't
just
know. I
drunk dudes at the
genuinely,
park?
yeah. They were
If the
just
Dodger
drunk.
game was on, then they were just drunk in the park.
They were
I
just
feel like
drunk
that's
at
just
the park.
normal.
Did they play the Dodger game there? I don't
They
understand.
was like
had
one of
played
the
that day. It
finals.
was like it was a major day for the Dodgers, and I just remember
Yeah.
it's like anything else. It's what are we competing with with this show, and it's just like, oh god.
But that's why that shit sucks also, that surprise comedy show thing. Because
Yeah.
I don't even, like, nowadays I'm like, no, we're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the wrong here. We used to do
Right.
those when we first started, and it'd be like a fancy Italian restaurant.
Yep.
And we go like, hey, we're having a comedy show.
Right.
And there'd be two old people eating spaghetti, and we're like, fucking pussy farts. We're like,
Dude.
why don't you like us?
Dude, I used to host at Billy Bat's Van Nuys Comedy Club.
I remember
Ah,
that place.
Springbok.
Springbok,
Springbok.
dude.
Love that place.
Every Sunday.
I always used to tease
So
Rob
it was-
with
That room wasn't bad, though.
I like
It
that
wasn't
room.
bad, but I used to host there every Sunday, and the toughest part was getting up. I go, starting the comedy show because
Yeah.
you have people like eating, and then they look up, and then I'm like, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit!" Like get the check. Like
At least
we
there's
don't-
a stage, though, you know?
I mean, it
Everybody-
was, but it was like a known thing for years, you know.
Right.
Everybody knew if you wanted to do comedy in the Valley, you had to go through Billy Bats.
Billy
It was just natural.
Dude, everyone, you had to just meet Billy. I mean, nice guy. I don't know what. I know he's not doing comedy anymore, is he?
I don't think so.
I think he was
not.
always kind of producing.
He
I
was
think
always
stopped
producing,
and then.
and then
There's
he.
a lot of people not doing comedy, right?
I
Yeah.
mean,
Violta.
There's a lot of people who have been not doing comedy for 10 years out here.
Bob Saget
Bob
not doing
Bob
Saget.
Saget.
Rip.
America, the things you do.
Yeah, dude.
I love Benson Rob.
America.
Yeah. No, but no, I appreciate that because like, oh, thank you. No, because that was like, I swear, like I felt like I got on people's radar that the pandemic. It was like I was like, oh, finally, like I'm finally I was getting it because I moved to LA thinking I was good. And then I come here, I was like, I just did stand up for 2 years in Dallas, and then I came here, I was like,
shit.
oh, I suck. Oh, I suck so
It
bad.
was the exact same thing that happened to me.
I
2
suck
years.
so
2
bad.
years in Connecticut, and I was like, time to go to Hollywood.
Yeah, dude. Well, because you
And I got here, I was
easily-
like, oh, fuck me.
yeah, like
The first mic was Marty's that I went to.
Oh,
Really?
God.
Marty's is a shithole. And
It's
I
a
was
good way
like,
to get humbled real
dude,
quick.
I've made such a mistake with my life.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck.
I saw it, and then like I got up, and yeah, I like from 2018 to like I moved there late 2018 here, late 2018, 2019. All I did was like I realized I sucked, and then I go, I need to get on stage as much as fucking possible.
What were
I
you
was-
doing?
What, mics wise?
Yeah.
Dude.
No, well,
from-
not Mike White, but like what made you suck? Do you remember?
It was just
Everybody
just
sucks
needy?
2
just
years
bad,
in. You're
dude,
just a hack.
It's
hacky material 2
it's
years
hacky
in for
material,
everybody.
but it's like someone gave me this advice earlier on. It was like a comic, and then that like it was like late early 2019. But he was telling me, he was like, you have like confidence and charisma and stage presence, and it can't be taught. But he was like, your writing needs to catch up. And now I was like, oh yeah. So like I wrote. So Gary Gulman's when he tweeted every day on during 2019, that fucking changed my life.
Yeah,
Like,
he's great.
It really put into perspective. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna force myself. Like I really told myself because people were going to the Comedy Store at potluck, and it was a big line, and I was like, dude, like no one's even good enough. Like what, you think you're gonna have a decent set and the booker's gonna see? Like no one ever gets picked. And I remember just standing there, and I was just like, dude, I'm just gonna not come here. I'm just gonna focus on just being a good comedian.
Yep.
That's
Smart
all
play.
I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna focus. So I was hitting like, dude, like back then when you were able to, I was doing like 10, almost 14 mics a week. Like I was trying, like I was just forcing myself to get comfortable on stage.
You also have to learn how to perform out here, too. Because if
Right.
you're charismatic and likable, people hate you at mics. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You have
no.
to go up and kind of like undersell it and be like, man, fucking, what's up? We're here again. But if you go up and you're like, hey guys, who's ready for Joe?
Oh,
Yeah.
God,
People
yeah,
fucking
we'll
hate you.
sniff
But then
out.
when
Been
you go
there.
do a show, you got to act like that a little bit. You got to
Right.
turn it on. And
But my personality is normally like even at mics I get now I'm like more tamed at mics, especially fourth walls. I'm not gonna act like all positive and
Yeah,
stuff
that's
but
changed in you.
Yeah, no, seriously, like my
but
favorite.
that's how learning how to play the game.
But that's how you played. Like back
Yeah.
then, fourth wall. It's like it was like I would walk in. Travis was like he and I would be like bantering and be in a good mood. But then now it's like, now when I go to fourth wall, I'm like, I'm there for a job. Like, I'm there to like do these jokes work, or let me rehearse these jokes. I don't give a fuck about anybody in this room unless it's like a friend of mine, but that's about it.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
That's how you got to do it.
Yeah.
Did when you came out, were you drinking or no?
No, I'd been sober 2 years.
Nice.
I got sober 6 months into. I did my entire life fucking backwards. It's stupid. Like, you're supposed to get famous and successful in a cool career, and then have to quit drugs because it's too awesome.
Right.
And I got sober first because my life sucked, and then started doing the cool thing. Dude, I would have loved to have been drinking out here. It's probably fucking wild.
It's overrated, I think.
There
The way I do it.
Wait, there are some fun spots. You
Yeah.
know, I love going to like date spots. I love going to Player One Arcade.
Oh, I know that place, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great spot. You know, there's so many chill, like, you know, beer gardens. But I talk a lot with my hands. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's fucking annoying.
Here, how about should I
You
take
got
on my
those
hands?
weird ET fingers.
They're kind of long, yeah.
Look at how long those
You know what's
fucking
funny?
fingers
What's
are.
funny was, like, I've been getting weird Instagram DMs now, and one girl, she sent me a voice message from the UK. Is it just me, or like the hotter the girls, the farther away they are?
Oh, always.
It's the hotter the. But she's like, has
You ever
anyone?
do that shit again, I'm gonna give you the light. You understand me?
What?
Is it just me or? Ugh.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, maybe you oughta maybe you're writing ought to catch up a little bit more.
I agree. No, but
I thought it was a great
She
setup.
goes, has anyone ever told
course
you
you
you have
did.
nice hands? Like, I was like, someone complimented my hands, and I always thought I had weird fucking ET fingers.
You have big.
What do you think?
They're long. Yeah, it's definitely.
Ladies like a long finger, though. You know? Ladies like a long finger.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You can play. Yeah, you got like fucking Jimi Hendrix
Well, and
fingers.
the hair kind of stands out a little bit too. Like it's like mine is pretty light. You can't really see it. Yours kind of peeks out.
Yeah, I
What's
got some-
wait?
got
What
some
what
hairy
peeks
hands.
out?
His hair.
The hair on my
his
hands?
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't think it peeks out that much. Yours is You have fucking girly hands.
That's true. I do have.
His look like
Piano
they've
hands.
done. Yeah, like they could actually do something.
He's got surgeon hands.
for society. Your hands look like they just haven't worked at all.
That's very true. I try to keep them pristine.
Yeah.
Like David Duchovny and fucking.
Next time, just say clean our
Model
hands. That way
movie.
we don't gotta fucking ring out the microphone.
Did you ever like bad with references for a whole month straight? That's what's been going on with me lately. Like, that was a good reference, but I forgot the name of the movie, so I got halfway through and I was like, fuck it. David Duchovny and the fucking Ben Stiller model. What's the model movie called? With Ben Stiller.
Zoolander.
Zoolander.
Yeah.
He's got his hand in the glass
You
thing.
gotta ask the audience.
Yeah, it's been going
what's
on
that
literally
movie?
at shows. I'm like, you know what the fucking thing is? Oh, it sucks.
No,
I didn't take my alpha brain.
I've been feeling that like ever since COVID. It was just like you'll go on a run where you like you're doing great,
Yeah.
and then it stops, and it's just like I forgot how to fucking be funny. I forgot how
rough,
to
dude.
write. Like
Yeah.
When you're on stage and you're just like, I don't know, I shouldn't be here. Right.
yeah, it's brutal. It's like fuck,
There's
and
no
then
rhyme
like
or reason to it either.
like we have a pretty good circle of friends that I mean they're funny, and it's just like oh fuck, I can't do this anymore. Like I. What the fuck
No, I
was
feel
I
ya.
thinking? Like, remember, like
Comedy's the worst.
I was telling you, I was watching you and Willie Simon, and I was like, "The fuck am I doing anymore?" Like, so much.
What sucks
bullshit.
about stand up is you're hanging out with your pals if you're
Yeah.
doing a show and you're like, my fucking friends are here. All right, get the bullshit with my friends. And then your friend goes up before you and destroys, and you're like, I hate this. If you do worse, you're like, I fucking hate this. It's it's a weird life where you're all good friends, but you're also in sort of competition with each other.
Definitely
Yeah.
competition. I mean,
It's I get so like elementary on things where I think I've come up to you. Yeah, I came up to you and Willie, and I was like, "How do you write?"
Yeah, because but
you
what's,
guys just get away from me. You're like, "I gotta go."
what's
Right.
crazy is that we're all psychotic because everybody feels that way about themselves. Everybody does to some extent, you know. And like I feel the same way about you on stage or whoever like is doing it, and then afterwards you're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and then you go up and do it, and you're like, oh yeah, I guess I'm all right. I guess.
Yeah,
talking.
it's.
But I never get to that place where I'm like, I got this.
Yeah.
And whenever I do feel that way, it's bad. I fuck up. It goes bad. Bombs coming when you're like, I got it.
I did that a week ago because I was doing this thing in Westlake, which if you're watching this and you were at that Westlake show, fuck you. I don't care. I still don't care.
Me neither, but I am available.
Yeah, I was going to say, but the next one, please consider
Well, where was that at? Because Westlake is like a pretty nice, like, rich
Oh, yeah,
town.
it was the Bamboo Room. And it was funny because I walked in there and the bouncer looked at me and we were wearing the same thing. And I was like, fuck. And he was like, are you? And I was like,
Pantera
I'm on the show tonight. And then I made a joke about that. I was like, yeah, I go, the fucking bouncer almost handed me his ID. That's how much I don't belong here among you people. And they did this.
It was all like rich people.
Oh, yeah. Dude, like, there were maybe there were 50 people there. And I'd say at least 15, which is a pretty good number, of the women all had facelifts and plastic surgery that was very
that's Westlake, dude.
noticeable. And then they all had
That's
these.
called fucking prime shopping for Bobby.
Yeah.
It's called, hey, your husband's out of town for a long
Oh,
weekend.
dude.
And,
then,
and you have a lot of insecurities.
I'm gonna slap
They
your
have
big
these-
fake tits around.
Yeah.
They had
Watch
these
them not
giant
spin.
floppy fucking hats. That was like,
Oh wow,
it was
The
like-
Derby
very
hats.
rich, very
It
rich.
was they were Kentucky Derby hats, and it was just like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Mint
And then
juleps.
I was mad at myself because I didn't have any fun doing it. Like usually when you burn down a room, it's like, at least I'm gonna have fun with
Right.
it. Like it's just like Ben Hurwitz. I gotta give him a shout out. He fucking did great.
Oh, dude.
And he shit on them so hard.
He's so good at
I was
riffing.
so happy. I was like, thank you.
That
so
guy
much.
is so good at shitting the room, shitting the audience, shitting on everything. He's amazing at it.
Oh, I was so fucking mad.
LA is weird though because depending on what part of town you go in, it's completely different audience.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can't like prepare for. Like I swear to God, this does well most places. I don't know why it's not doing well
Yeah.
tonight, but fuck you, it's you guys.
Yeah,
And then you can do a different show the next night, and it's great.
It does great. Yeah.
So, do you believe that phrase that there is no bad audience?
Absolutely not. Most audiences in LA are bad and are wrong. I've seen, dude, I've like lately, if I'm at a show and a comic's funny and the jokes are good and they're bombing, I will yell out, they're wrong. This is funny. That's
Yeah.
a good joke.
This is good.
And then I'll do it in my own shit. Like with the jokes that I have that I see people who are like looking around, I'm like, you guys are wrong.
Yeah.
This is, I promise. It's
I've
funny.
done that a couple times.
Stop it. You're being ridiculous.
Yeah.
It fucking pisses me off so bad.
How many years in are you?
Too many. What's right past suicidal amount of years? I'm there. No, I'm at like 10,
Nice.
I think.
How many years are you in?
I'm right at 10.
Nice. I'm at 5.
What are you at?
That's all.
You're gonna
Versus.
unplug your mic.
Yeah. Dude.
Probably
They're
five,
actually
five or
negative.
six.
5, 6?
Yeah, with a little hiatus.
It was a little high.
I gotta give
love
him
those
some
type
credit.
of people. They're like, well, I've been writing for 2
Yeah, right.
years, and then
I was in high school band, so I count that.
And then the pandemic hit,
Yeah.
and then I've been writing through the pandemic. So
Oh,
I
I'm not
like to
even gonna
say
lie about
4
that.
years.
I've met
there
a
was
bunch of
ground
comics who were like,
yeah.
I started and then the pandemic.
Oh, dude, I've met a couple
Yeah.
of those.
I was like, you were
There
born
was
in your room.
groundlings, and then there was a time I talked to Tina Fey. She was looking at me.
Yeah.
I count that day. All this stupid, yeah.
Dude,
Right.
it's just so rare. I love comedy, and that's the problem. Like, I love it
Same.
so much, and it's rare to me to like find a comic out here that I fucking like really, really like that I see, and I'm like, holy shit, you're awesome.
You live right below.
Huh?
Or you live right above.
What's that?
Right below.
Oh, you guys know.
Yeah, us.
So anyway, but when you do, it's like the most.
I had to
exciting
figure out where the
shit.
fuck I
Did you
was.
see that?
I know, he's
yeah.
His
Fucking-
spatial reasoning isn't great. He has no idea where
Yeah, I
Northeast
live.
is.
By the way, I live super close to you guys.
Do you?
Yeah.
Where are you at?
Like,
Where you at?
I'm in front of the Galleria Mall.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right down the street.
Yeah, I'm right down the
Oh,
street.
for real?
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
No,
Rocha
yeah.
used to live right around the. He used to live right there,
Oh, nice.
and then he moved.
Oh, you did?
He left
They're out
us.
that way.
Son of a bitch.
That way.
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you're right.
really fucking.
No,
Jesus
but
Christ.
You're saying,
Like,
wait,
you know what I
Rob,
mean?
Rob,
Like,
you're saying
it's your
it's rarely
compass.
that you see an LA comic.
Just because of the kind of comedy I like. The kind of comedy I like is like jokes that are sort of mean. You know what I mean?
I feel like Fourth Wall is at least a good embodiment of that.
There's some of them, but a lot of
It
it's
used
bad.
to be.
What about Andrew Santino? He leans a little bit like that.
Is Santino the ginger guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all right. There's a couple out here, but it's like I don't even mean like that's at that level. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Talking
I mean
about
like
our
around
level.
our where it's like the joke, like where you go on stage and you risk them not liking you. That's the kind of comedy I like.
I
And
like
it's,
that.
It's rare.
I like those type of jokes too, especially with like I like doing. Have you heard of my Imam's joke? How I make fun of like, basically I have a joke where I go, atheist comedians go, oh, priests fuck children, but imams, we don't have that problem because imams can get married. That's right. Go to the Middle East, become an imam, marry any teenager you want, and it's perfectly legal. Like that joke, I usually put it at the end of my set, and I love doing it in front of like Arab and Muslim crowds because that's like
it does seem like
because there are lots of like what I've noticed because of social media, because obviously like they see a brown face, brown name, they're like, all right, we got to go support this guy. So usually like I do like like the good.
So yeah,
material
you'll
up top.
just get natural support from.
You get natural
It
support.
must be nice.
Which is fine. Yeah, I know. Right?
I used to have that at a countrywide level.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
As you guys see, Rob,
Those
there's
were
steam
the
coming out of
days.
Rob right now.
Man, if I was performing in the fucking 90s.
Dude,
Who is this white man?
Rob just had to do his penis. It would have been fucking amazing.
I know, right?
A penis joke. Do his penis.
One
do
dick,
a penis
one
joke.
dick joke, and they're like, give him a sitcom.
Yeah, get him on Letterman, baby.
Son of a bitch.
Get him a fucking sick
Dude, it is true,
development
like,
deal.
We're gonna have a Confederate flag in the back.
Yeah, dude.
Please.
Dude, get the green screen. It's just like.
And I'll just be like,
But what I was saying, it's like I noticed, like I especially in Dallas. So like I'll do like all of my,
that's where you're from originally?
yeah,
Dallas?
originally from
Okay.
Dallas. But like I was doing a lot of, my normal jokes, like fucking whatever, the good jokes, or that are tamed. And then at the end, I did the Ramadan bit, which is like one punchline. It's me jerking off while saying the prayer, which is. But that and the Imam's joke, like kind of like jokes that are like you're really pushing the line with culture and religion, which is especially with Arab culture and religion, they really don't.
I was
fuck.
gonna say.
You're like
So-
Wiz Khalifa.
So the reason why I like doing that is because it's like, okay, you guys are fans because I'm brown, but I want y'all to be fans because I'm Ahmed, and that's why I like go with those jokes. And I love going to Fourth Wall because Fourth Wall, like they don't like what I've learned is like I have like this I'm very positive and stuff.
Yeah.
So when I start off with like fucked up dark jokes, it's like people get uncomfortable because it's like that.
Would
like,
extremists come after us for this podcast, or would they come after you?
Probably for me, maybe a little bit, maybe I don't know, maybe Rob just for fun because he just has a killable face.
I look like what they hate. You know what I mean? Freedom. Perfect American
I was gonna
freedom.
say,
If you were to
yeah.
draw it, it'd be me.
Oh my
Handsome.
God, that's hilarious.
Handsome, perfect freedom.
Freak.
Dude,
I
but
just, I just start petting you.
Yeah.
it's true though, man. Like I don't even. What's weird is I don't know enough, or I'm not in touch enough with that community to get how fucked up that is. But that's like doing anti-Christian jokes early on in stand-up,
Right.
in America, which used to be edgy and now is not at all.
It's not.
None.
If you go on stage in LA and you're like, I don't believe in God, it's like you're.
It's not even anti.
Oh,
But the
yeah.
thing is,
But doing it with
yeah.
Muslim people, it's like that's.
But it's
still
not
the real
even
deal.
like anti-Muslim. It's more
No, you don't like
like
Muslims. I get it.
I hate my own people. No, it's more like
We're all like,
I wanna. I'm a comedian, and I feel like a
you gotta
comedian's
make
job
whoa,
is to push the line.
Let's not.
Okay, sorry. I'm an accountant aspiring to be a comedian.
Nice.
I gotta push the line.
But that's what I'm saying. Like that's so like comics in LA don't do that enough. Like, or if you do, it's like in the safe way, right? Like a girl
Right.
will go up and she'll be like, "Women, I'll make fun of women," or you're allowed to make fun of what you are.
Yeah.
You know? Like whatever that is, and I. Like, if the joke can still be good and it can still be funny, but I like it when somebody who goes up and makes fun of something that is they will probably be mad at you for,
Right.
but it's funny enough to where they're like, fucking damn it, all right, I'm listening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I have
That's what I love about
and
comedy.
I have those jokes. Usually, I put those like later in my set. I was doing.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, you can't like just walk up there and be like, fuck you.
Yeah, especially with like Dimples smiling, like, "Hey,
It's tough.
everybody, so what's going on?"
So I'm beating this woman in the face.
Fucking hitting this broad, right? That's my dream, though, is to be able to get to a point where I can just start with the jokes I want to do and not like, all right, here's a dating joke so I can get to the joke I really want to tell.
Right.
It's weird. I forget to tell people I'm gay, and I'm like, I'll just
like,
start
I've
to do
noticed
it.
that, and
I'm
it's
like,
so much
uh-oh.
funnier to me.
Whoops.
Because I'm watching,
I'm like,
they don't know he's gay.
Yeah, and I'm like,
And you're up
why
there
are
like,
people
"Faggot."
not responding to
Yeah.
this? And then like I'll see like audiences like shaking their heads, and I'm like, oh shit, hey, I'm gay by the way, and they're like,
Prove
yeah,
it.
and then
Yeah.
I'm like,
But that's why you're great. You do that where you go up and you're not like, none of it is me going like, hey, I'm gay. Isn't that crazy?
You're not
Right.
None
pandering.
of it is that ever. It's the opposite, which is like, I hate this part about this or I hate this part about that. That's fucking good
the
comedy.
one thing is it's oh thank you. It's any gay comic and show tunes. If I see it on stage, I'm just like,
It's just so boring, dude. It's so
Gay comic
boring.
turn
on
into
show
a
tunes?
werewolf.
Where they start singing.
It's
Oh,
so boring.
singing
yeah.
show tunes,
That
and I'm
was
just like,
so annoying.
But not even that. But it's like a
Hate
joke where it's like,
comics,
so
I
I was gay growing up, and here's why what my mom said that was mean, and it's like sort of funny, and you're like, fucking boring.
It's predictable.
Yeah,
like
it
that's
is.
all it
It's
is.
Dude,
so
I
boring.
mean, even me, like I have like my Yemen jokes, and it's like I try to make it personal and funny, but like, but
You all
even
got some of it. That's
we all do.
You got to be
Like,
somewhat relatable, but it's people
yeah.
who like
It's like-
that's it. That's all they
Exactly.
do, and they're
Right.
fucking killing it.
But to be
And they
honest,
have
Oh,
so
they're-
many Netflix specials.
right?
and some of that shit crushes everywhere else. Like if you go to the Midwest and they really don't know anything about any of that,
Oh, dude, they
it
love it. Oh,
destroys.
they fucking love it, dude.
Well, it's so weird though because you can get away with it, but the thing of it is that you kind of just rob yourself. Like we were talking about, you and I came to a point where we were like, yeah, Attell's gonna be in San Diego, and I told you I was like, I can't go see him. And you were in the same boat. You were like, yeah, I feel too bad about myself. Like, I feel like shit. And then my cadence, at least for me, my cadence always tries to start creeping over.
Yeah, it happens to me a lot.
And
Wait,
I'm
why
like,
do you not want to
fuck.
see David Tell?
He's
so good.
He's too good.
Yeah.
But it's also
amazing.
Yes, but
He's
also it
amazing.
is cool to see sometimes and see. That's why I love the Chappelle special, man. Everybody was like, whatever the fuck your opinion was, but he went on stage and like to be, even though he's rich and blah blah blah, it's still hard to go on stage as a comic and be 100% honest.
Yeah.
Like, and he was 100%. Like,
You're right.
I don't know how I feel about these people.
Yeah.
Right? Was part of it. It's like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Just
That's crazy.
Just that joke that I'm what's known on the streets as a victim blamer.
Yeah.
And just that alone is it's just like when I hear somebody beat the shit out of his wife, I'm like, well, what did she say?
Yeah, what did she say?
And
But
just
what were they
that
wearing?
alone-
But what's
Yeah,
crazy
like-
is like we know it's a joke, right? And you laugh, but out here doing that kind of shit, people just immediately will cross their arms and be like, mm-mm.
So it's funny because I was very happy and thank you. You put me on a show. It was that outdoor show.
Oh yeah, the Eagle
And
Rock show.
I was worried because I was like, not every gay comic runs around in the same circle.
Right.
And how do you handle what the jokes you want to tell versus appeasing comics like that too? Like, I'm not going to name comics, but I know not all gay comics like pushing the... I almost said pushing the envelope.
Well, no, I mean,
But yeah, like telling dirty jokes like that, telling hard jokes like that, because you seem to be able to do it,
right.
and you still though are friends with people that maybe don't go that close.
Like when I make jokes about gay people?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, because I think, like, here's an example. I did it in Dallas, and it destroyed. Where I go, where I talk about my background, like being in a Muslim school and stuff, and then I go, I was like, we just grew up so religious. We pray 5 times a day. We threw rocks at gay people, and then people started laughing because it was just so like shock. And then people were like, and then I stopped and I go, now I snort rocks with gay people. And then I saw two gay couple. They were laughing, and then I go, you guys remember? And then they started laughing even harder.
Yeah.
And then one of the gay guys, he used to perform improv with me and stuff, and he was telling me, he was like, what makes it funny is because you have like this very likable personality from up top, and we all know you mean no harm. And and especially funny was funny because you say you grew up from this anti-gay background like everybody else from a religious community, and then you say now you snort rocks with gay people. So it's like the way I try to do is I try to bring the joke back to me, like that joke about my mom thinking I was gay, but because I moved to LA.
You keep referencing your jokes like I know what you're.
I know.
talking
I know. I need to stop doing that. I need to
Track
stop doing
3, you know track 3.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
but basically,
I didn't buy
but I'm
your
trying
book.
to answer your question. But basically, what I'm saying is like the way I toe the line. It's like it's not a gay joke. It's an Ahmed joke.
Okay.
That's the way I try to do
But
it.
you're also friends with the people outside of the shows, right?
I'm friends
Yeah.
with a
Well,
lot
it's
of
also-
like gay. I'm friends with everybody.
It's also
For the most part, no
very-
matter what kind of comedian you
No,
are.
for sure.
it's also
I'm
very
not.
clearly a joke.
Yeah.
Like it's like clearly a
If
joke.
somebody's
And I'm being
comedy
silly.
sucks, I don't
You know?
like them. For real. If I watch them, I'm like, I fucking hate this. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
I gotta get better than that.
Then how do you tolerate Verzi, dude?
He walks
you know
right
what's
by us.
weird? Yeah, is that there's 3 of them, and it's almost like they cancel each other out.
Yeah.
So it's really just, I don't know. But no, that's I'm too judgmental about that shit, and I've gotten better at it over the years, personally.
Judgmental about what?
Somebody's set and somebody's comedy. The reason why I got better is because you see people at open mics, you're like, fuck this guy.
Right.
And then I see him at a show, I'm like, oh, he's actually funny.
Oh,
But it took
yeah.
a while to learn that, and now I'm less of a douchey, like fucking pretentious twat about it.
It is a different beast, the shows versus the mic.
It definitely is.
That's why I want to, I don't know, I want to either work as a door guy or I want to start going and not just hanging out at clubs, because I think I still fucking hate that. People that just go to hang out. I want to go to actually watch comedy. Like,
Yeah.
It's funny because I'll go to watch Fitzsimmons or I'll go to watch any comic that I like. I like that old school of that mentality and be like, okay, I want to watch how they work out material, because it's like LA is such a different and a weird beast that it's just like, how do you gauge your comedy? Like, in reality, it's like, because LA is not America,
Dude, and it's true, and it's different than most of the country. And if you have an act that crushes here, it's like, it might not do great on the road.
and that exactly like it's such a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
You know what was I just watched the stand-ups.
Yeah,
Brian Simpson, I watched his set, and then I
he-
watched part of the next one, and you could tell there's a huge fucking difference between someone that just worked it through every audience versus someone that's got in front of other audiences that are like very generous and
saying that Brian Simpson has worked it through.
yeah.
Brian's. You
Clearly.
should. There is a clear difference. Like every
Yeah.
time I watch the stand-ups every season, I always pay attention to who they put up on the first episode, because the first season was Nate Bargatze. I think the second season was Kyle Kinane or something.
It was Kyle Kinane.
It was Kyle Kinane. And then the other one was Brian Simpson. Usually they put like the
Was he first?
Brian Simpson. Yeah, he's the first. His is really good.
I watched it.
Mark
He
Norman's
has a very
is good.
long joke in the middle. He had a like closing joke that
Dude, the suicide one. That
I
one
don't
was
remember.
Yeah, the Google bit.
fantastic.
Yeah,
He's
Google. What was the Google?
It was
thing?
like
the suicide joke.
it's like
hang on, yeah,
Whatever.
well, yeah.
MedMD. Was it a MedMD joke?
Yes.
That's
That
was
yeah,
in the middle,
No,
yeah.
that pissed me off. I was like, dude, this is the hackiest shit ever.
WebMD.
That joke is so hacky.
Yeah,
I love
but
He's
that
funny
joke.
as fuck.
I love that joke.
But that joke's been done a million times. See, I'm a pretentious
but he
cunt.
did it in his
I'll tell you
own.
off
But
Yes,
here's the
totally.
thing. But here's the thing. It's like there's so many jokes to talk about, but it's the way he delivered it. The way his WebMD joke
Dude,
is more original and
He's
funnier.
better than me in every way.
Yes.
And he's much funnier. He's a better writer. But dude, that's what bothered me out. I was like, this guy's doing that? I've heard that joke for 10 years. That's all. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
we were doing that rapid fire, and Brian always headlines a thing, and it's funny because we'll be sitting
What's rapid fire?
just comedy for the Marines.
Oh, yeah.
So we go there and Brian will headline the thing, and it cracks me up because you would never know that he had a Netflix special and that he's got so much heat on him now because he's literally just got his headphones on, and then we'll just be sitting there and I'm like, so where are we? And he's like, oh, this is the mess hall. Like he's so matter of fact about everything.
Right.
Dude,
And
he's
then-
great. Super funny. I
Oh,
like him a
God.
lot. I was
He's
not
fucking-
saying that he's not a bad, good comedian. Fuck.
You're good, Rob.
Oh, shit. Brian Simpson. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I don't think he's listening to this podcast.
No, he's a big listener.
Dude, like ever since then though, sweetheart of a guy. Like just like I'll be at the comedy store with somebody and then he'll pull up a chair right next and he's like, hey, what's up, man? I'm like, hey, buddy, how are you?
He'll
man?
talk
Like,
to
is it
anybody.
good? Yeah, he doesn't give a shit, and he's so good to those San Diego guys too.
Yeah.
Like, cause he came from Madhouse. Like, I think he started out
Yeah.
just kind of working there a little bit, and now they fucking love him.
Oh,
and
for
it's so cool.
He's
But
homegrown.
yeah, dude, and it's legit. So, I don't know. It's so fucking frustrating right now too. Though I don't know. I need to be watching better comics just because the thing of it is I do think you get bad habits. Like I want to do mics that like you're at. I want to do mics that like I said, that Willie Simon, that guys that I know and that I like are, because it is hard to follow you guys. It is. It's tough, and I'm like, fuck. That's what I got to be doing more of. Like,
the danger is, for me at least, because I do fourth wall law just because it's so convenient.
Yeah.
And I don't have to. I don't know. I know there's not going to be like a radical feminist up front of one of the 5 fucking people that is
Right.
never going to like me, and I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But you get too comfortable at a place. That's bad.
There is
That's bad.
I mean, I try to. You guys y'all heard of comedy cults, right?
Comedy cults?
Yeah.
What's that?
No.
It's on Instagram. Basically, it has all the mics in LA
Oh,
going
okay.
up right now.
Got it.
But I try to I sometimes I try to pick a day. Like every week, I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna hit like East LA area because I want to see if these jokes work for this crowd. You know, because they think they sit down. They're hipsters. They lay back and they are better than everyone. You know, or sometimes I try to like find like a predominantly black room. But I try to like find, because you could find those different audiences in Los Angeles.
Mix it up.
Yeah, you gotta do that, some of that. But you also gotta like know like this is not, they are not gonna like me. At least for me. Like I got to a point where it's like these people won't like my jokes, and they don't
feel
have
like
to.
a
They
black-
don't,
See, you
they
Like
don't have
black
to.
audience
And I
would
had-
love you.
Black crowds love me.
Yeah,
no.
I was gonna say.
Dude, I did a show Saturday. It was all black. Mostly it was like half black, and my last joke is the most racist black joke, and they fucking love it.
fucking love that joke.
What was,
but-
which joke?
It's a black bear joke. It's kind of long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's
That's a
great.
great.
But
think
they,
I've heard of it.
but in the middle of the joke, I go like, "Calm down, white girls. All right, I promise this isn't racist." And then the end of the joke's very racist.
Oh yeah.
And the black people love it, but there are certain, like the East LA crowd. Like sometimes it goes well if you're like clever, right, whatever the fuck. But I want to just be able to go up there and like, I don't care about you guys. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
I'm not gonna work hard to like make a fucking 2-year comic laugh who is a fucking, you know. It's just
Yeah.
you're not gonna like me. You'll never be a crowd member.
Black
of a show
crowds
I'm in.
hate my shit.
Really?
They fucking hate it. Yeah,
Well,
they don't,
they're not.
'Cause
they don't
they're
like
jokes?
gay
Okay.
shit.
They don't like
Yeah,
gay
but you
shit.
don't do like,
hate that.
Yeah.
but you don't do the typical thing. You're making
Yeah,
jokes.
but here's the other aspect of it too, though. Like, there's a lot of gay people that are like, no, and I'm like, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
But that's
Like,
how you know you're doing something at least slightly unique. You know, is that
Well, I mean, it's.
Wait,
Look, I enjoy doing it, and it's, again, we are mocking what we, like I said, I don't mean any of it. It's just like, yeah,
just jokes.
have you
just all
noticed?
just jokes.
Yeah, like have you noticed all these gay dogs in West Hollywood that's just like the fucking snootier the dog, the faggier the guy holding it, and it's just like it's funny because I can see like the gayest like. And I get so hard for guys like that. I'm like, so I'm banging this porn star, and like it's funny because he spread his ass, and dude, it was fucking like pink salmon. I was like, how? And I even said like my boner went. I was like, how did you get your asshole so pink? And he was.
Are they
like-
all not pink?
He was like, no.
On the
they're
inside? I
fucking-
thought that was an old
Well,
saying.
hang on.
We're all pink on the inside. Please
No,
show me.
it-
show, and
it,
tell.
like-
Show, don't tell.
He-
Be a good joke. Joke guy. Show, don't tell.
And I mean, it was spectacular. Like, and I even
I'm happy
was like,
for you,
how do
dude.
you do that?
It's his business.
And that's it, though. That's it. He runs an OnlyFans, and he takes care of himself. Like, he took a picture, and I don't know why he's fucking around with me, but he's got a fetish, like, which is totally fine. 'Cause, listen,
Hey, I know how that is, bro.
He's a
doesn't-
chubby chaser.
He doesn't answer my fucking calls. He calls me, and I
Goddamn
come
right.
running,
And
and I'm
you
like,
answer.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe we can do something for my birthday. But he's like, I can't. I'm waxing my asshole that day, and fucking guys that are 10 inches.
Right.
And he's like, but if we drive by your building, we'll wave.
Yeah.
My dick.
We'll spit towards it.
Oh my god.
If we're on the right side of the car, we'll spit towards it. I'm not promising you'll get spit.
But that, like, and it makes me laugh because I love mocking that kind of
Yeah.
culture, and
I like
will
making
never.
my own culture too. It's
Yeah.
like there's so many things we do that's so fucking hypocritical, and like like right now I'm working on like how it's so fucking hypocritical for like or it's just bullshit where I'm not married yet. My brother was, it was his wedding a couple weeks ago, and every fucking Arab mom and dad, when are you getting married?
Really?
And then they have this saying called Al-kadri, which means you're next. And they're like, oh, Al-kadri, and give me COVID. And it was so fucking annoying, dude. I was like, I haven't spoken to you motherfuckers in years.
How old are you?
I'm 28, but it's like, oh, hey, listen. I'm telling you, I'm 25. I was 25, not married
Should
yet,
be married
moving
by
to
now.
LA, and
Yeah.
they were like, I heard he's gay, dude. that was straight up like
You're
people were
from
like,
Dallas.
I'm from Dallas. There was a big Muslim community in Dallas. Big, dude. Yeah, like the most popular imams, like with millions of followers and YouTube subscribers and stuff, they're all in Dallas.
What's
So
an
it's like,
imam? I don't know what it is.
Oh, Muslim versions of priest.
Oh, okay.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. No, I didn't say that earlier.
Yeah.
I thought you were mixing up the E-Bombs World website. That's what I thought you were fucking up.
See, now
Bunch of
your
E-bombs.
references are going great, but now they're like really old
So old.
references.
But that was the only word I could think of that rhymed was anywhere close to Imam. That was it. So
Yeah.
Here's
we're
the
going
thing.
back to 2003 with these.
If Luke were here, we'd be doing fucking 1970s movies.
70s
So yeah,
movies.
we're
Tons.
Yeah, but
Imam. All right, that's I got.
no, but
Gotcha.
I think that's I like that about both of us. It's like, yeah, we're in our what?
no, I said yes.
Yes. No, but it's like the fact that it's like we're not your little cookie cutter, like, because I hate that shit too, because now I've been seeing like because there's gay hack comedy. I hate brown hack comedy,
Yeah.
which is you're basically stealing black comics from the 90s,
Yes.
where they'd go, brown people like this, white people like that. I fucking
Or it's
hate
as simple as like, here's what my mom did while I was growing up. Isn't that weird?
Right.
You're like, no, it's not
yeah,
weird.
this is what my mom. You
I
know,
don't care.
like mom jokes and stuff. It's like it's
My family's
like, or
wacky.
they do the mom accent for the sake of the accent. And
Yeah,
it's like
fucking kids,
I love when
it's like
you do anything hacky, like pretend hacky.
That's what it is, though.
You,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
commit to it to a level where I'm like, I could never hear Rob doing this.
But that- you
like
know
the
what-
actor in you still like has to do like what it
Never
would
say there's
actually
an actor
sound
in me.
like. You're like, oh, isn't this wacky?
You know what angers me the most? I think is what it is I have no culture to make fun of. I think that's what pisses me off as the white dude. So I can only make fun of things I hate. And I would love to go over to be able to be up there and go like, well, I'm Italian, but I'm not really fucking Italian. You know?
right.
Sort of Italian. And just have something that I could fall back on. Instead, it's all gonna be like, I don't know if this is gonna go well.
See, that's funny. That's an interesting deep dive because I don't. Yeah,
I have one interesting thing about me. Instead, I got sober. That's it. And I have two jokes about it. And it
I
happened 10
disagree.
years ago, and I'm bored of it.
I
Right,
disagree.
right.
Your your look at the world, like it may not be cultural, but
Yeah, but what I mean is I
get
can't.
that, yeah.
It's not like I'm never looking inward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's
it's-
never like here's what's crazy about this shit with like what I grew up with
Yeah.
or my family. None
But
of that
that's
really.
good though. I feel like that
I would like to
saves
have that
you
to
from-
draw on.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
but you grew up in where? Connecticut?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, how many brothers? What's your child? I'm sure there was something interesting in there.
Nah,
I mean, you worried.
dude, not really.
I mean,
My
you were-
parents are still together. I got an older sister, a younger brother. We all get along. They have kids.
All right, but
I'm the black sheep.
You
Like
were an addict, though. I mean, that's.
yeah, but like that.
So is everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
It's also for me. As soon as I
John
make the
Mulaney's
joke,
news hour.
as soon as I make the joke, I'm like, it's fucking hacky.
John
I don't wanna
Mulaney
talk about being an addict. It's fucking hacky.
and that's John
Even
Mulaney's
though-
new hour.
Even though I suffered through it, it was such a big part of my life. As soon as I say it on stage, I'm like, I'm a fucking hack. This is dumb. It's a cancer. Is that what his new? I haven't watched Mulaney's new thing. Is
No,
it all
I haven't
about-
seen it, but it is
It's
about.
gonna be. Yeah. And
It
about
is.
fucking Olivia Munn, that lucky.
Dude,
yeah.
It's a weird thing that I
Him
think
and Pete Davidson, I think we should elect as permanent presidents of the
dude,
United
they're
States
just so fucking.
for straight men.
Like,
think
what the fuck's going on with those?
the fucked up thing is based on your friendships too. Like all, if I know you're in the room, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get a little darker. Like,
Yeah, it's a problem.
but it is. It's just like, oh shit, like this is a good self rate. But like, I was working on this bit, and basically it was me turning against a woman, and it was just like, yeah, all it is it's face fucking a woman. I'm like. I go, you get tired of these women that complain, like, why do they like fake? They go, they're misogynistic. I was like, they're not, because we like that shit too.
Yeah.
So that totally rules out your fucking argument.
Dude,
But it's so fun to do those kinds of jokes, and then
It is,
honestly
when
turn
it
on a
doesn't go well.
straight guy. Turn on a straight guy too, because then you
Yeah.
alienate everybody.
No, that's
in the crowd,
awesome.
And then
You
it's
get to
just
do
like,
it. Yeah.
oh,
For me,
fuck.
it's just women hate me. Mostly.
Your love hate, Rob.
It is very low. I have this new joke about how I had a girlfriend that said women are just as horny as men, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's the craziest thing anyone's ever said. We could prove that that's not true. You compare a gay relationship, 2 men, and a lesbian relationship, 2 women.
Yeah, I like.
I'm like,
that
who's
bit.
the horniest there?
I like the bit.
And I go, it's like, I know we've all heard of these lesbian sex clubs where they'll go and shove their pussy through a hole in the wall.
Oh, that's your new shit.
You know how they fucked through that deadly disease in the 80s? I did that the other night, and they were so angry.
Yeah.
They hated. I was like, because the end of it,
but
the end
it's
of it,
true.
I was like,
It's 'cause
sometimes
it's true.
yeah, but the joke is like lesbians stop having sex eventually. It's a thing that happens. I was like, you know what it's called if gay dudes stop having sex? It's a funeral. Somebody died. And I did that joke in front of, and the people went, oh. And I was like, what are you sad about? The fake gay guy I made up?
Rob, that crushes anywhere else. I think that's just
Dude,
an LA thing.
It is an LA
It-
thing.
I-
Because
Dude,
that
dude, what is so
murders.
funny? Just a quick side note. I went home for Christmas, and I usually do this dumb little bar show, and I go and I don't try, and I'm like, I'll just see my friends. I don't give a fuck if I bomb. Handren CV was there for some fucking reason.
No way.
awesome.
Like, what are you doing here? And he's
I-
like, oh, I'm a fucking wife, blah, 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 whatever, rolling a cigarette, you know? And then we're watching it. It's terrible. And he leans in. He's like, man, if you can't kill here, you should kill yourself. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And I fucking ate the biggest dick I've ever ate. Did that joke. They didn't like it. And I just got mad. And I was like, fuck you guys.
Oh,
So-
Fuck you, Hendren.
it was so annoying. I was like, why are you here?
But dude, I admire.
And then he destroyed the fuck. I hate him.
Yeah, I admire because Handren.
He's such a piece of shit.
What I love about Handren is like he's willing, like he does not. You too. It's like y'all do not care if the people do not like you in there.
Handren's-
Like I don't know. I have this need. I'm like everyone needs to like me.
That's a good thing to have because I have the opposite.
Yeah.
I go on stage and I'm like, I do not want these people to like me. I swear to God, it's
Really?
a fucking.
For me, I'm like I need these people to.
I
like
want them
me.
to laugh, right? I want them to laugh, but I want them to almost be upset that they're laughing. It's a fucking sickness, and it's holding me back.
I think it's good though, dude. Rob has like a level of not giving a fuck that is like that. Not
That's
a lot
not
of
true
people.
though, because what happens sometimes I'll do a big show and I'll fucking totally sell out and do a bunch of pussy shit, and I'm like, I hope they like it. 'Cause there's a producer I'm not getting paid for. Like, I'm no hero.
Okay, outside of that though, in everyday life, I feel like you did like. For example, my ex came over one time, and
Oh, that's
I was
sweet piece of ass.
and she was waiting at the door, and I was walking down, and Rob just turns to her, and he's like, "Oh, you here for one of the verses?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "You know they're all gay, right?" And then that was it. I let her in.
Yeah.
And that was the end of the conversation. She's like, "Who is that guy?" I'm like, "Oh, it's Rob."
Like, you know they're all gay guys, right?
I was at Party City, and
She
I
was like, oh. So, well, see you later.
Yeah.
I was at Party City getting shit for New Year's Eve, and it was where I work. I got to do activities and stuff. So I had all of this stuff, and Lance Bass walks in out of nowhere.
Oh wow.
He lives nearby.
And I'm like,
Does he?
what the hell? And I look, and he gets all this stuff, and he's so friendly to everybody.
Yeah.
And like, I think he might have tipped the people behind the counter. And I looked at him, and I was like, I go, was that Lance Bass? And the guy was like, yeah. And he comes in here all the time. And I literally went, queer.
But it's like, dude, that's the funniest. But that's the funniest thing you can say in that moment.
Yeah,
right?
that is definitely.
Especially as another gay dude, that's the funniest thing you can
Right.
say.
Yeah.
But in LA, people like will be like, "Oh, that's not."
Yeah, well, and the guy behind the counter, like not the,
he's
the
not
person I
laughing.
said to, but the guy that was blown up, started
Oh, there you go.
fucking laughing, and the girl was like, "Okay, so are you gonna?" And I'm like, "Oh boy."
It's the worst. It's women. It's white women.
That's why, though, I like having friends of the caliber of you, though, is because if you don't have friends like that where you can talk shit like that and at least be like, well, this is going to be a funny story to Rob later on,
Yeah.
like,
Right.
then that's the whole difference, is it's just like...
No, but that's what I thought comedy was always. Was like, we're gonna try and say the most fucked up thing and make it funny. And it took me a long time to realize like it's not what it is for everybody.
But dude, I think a lot of people just like bullshit
You know?
it. I think a lot of people like have to have their guard up, right? Or at least like my ex, for perfect example, the one you met. She was like, she's super guarded, and then once you get past her like fake,
No, she
don't make
she
me laugh.
laughed.
bullshit.
She did
exactly,
laugh, yeah.
and that's the thing. She'll laugh at it. It's like, why the fuck are you holding back for all this other shit?
You know
when
what it
you
is?
actually think it's funny.
That's why the setting of a comedy show matters so much.
Oh, 100%.
If it's bright, if it's well lit, if it's outside, because it needs to be a little dark. They need to be a little bit drunk because people are self-conscious about laughing. Like
Yeah.
they'll laugh and be like, "Oh no, did somebody see me laugh?"
Oh
Like,
yeah, the dim
it's
lights.
subconscious.
They need to. Yeah,
Which is the dumbest shit because you're in a comedy. Like you literally are at a place to laugh.
Well, in LA, you're often not at a comedy club, right?
That's true.
That's a fucking big issue. You're like fighting these subconscious battles with people you don't even realize. I'm serious.
Right.
Where it's like we gotta convince you, like it's okay. I
Dude,
promise.
one time I made a gay joke, and the first it was like at a more like
Rocha flips the table.
I was talking about the gays,
That's okay.
and I said a gay joke, and then like immediately like there was a group of friends, and they all looked at their gay friend for approval.
I hate it.
And it's like, and then he got uncomfortable because his friends
Yeah.
looked at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Same thing with a black joke.
but
though.
everybody was laughing. It's like, guys, this is funny.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, you can't sit there with, oh my God. Like, well, I mean, cancel culture is scaring audience members now.
Yeah. No, for real.
So dumb.
It's like people say like it's not. I hate comics. I know comics who say cancel culture isn't real. I fucking hate them
Yeah, it's
because
so
it's like, first of all, it is. It's been, like people lose millions of dollars. It's like, well, they can still do comedy. It's like, yeah, after like a severe traumatic event, like
Yeah,
you don't
dude.
think that fucks with them,
Right.
But then also, it's just the zeitgeist of the world is different. Where, dude, I forgot what it was. It was an old Howard Stern clip, and I was like, I was offended. And it was like from 2001. I was like, oh my word. Like,
What did they say?
they were just saying like faggot and shit, but just like
Right.
cavalier, like no gives a fuck. And it's just crazy. I don't think it's all bad. Some of it's good that it changes, but it's too much. There's too much anxiety.
I agree that I do think, especially there's an element of cancel culture, but it does make what we do better too. I think
It makes it fun.
Also,
that's
also
makes it a
true.
little
that
funner.
is what like when
Makes
you
it
tell
funner.
when you tell that bear joke, I fucking die at that joke.
You know what it is too. Is it's like if I was somewhere where that was the style of humor, the shit that I did, like if it was all like fucked up or whatever, I would do the opposite.
Yeah,
I
it
really
wouldn't mean anything.
I think that's
You'd be
just-
Brian
Man, you
Regan.
really have to be a contrarian.
I can't. It just seems if everybody's doing the same thing, it's not that it's like I need to be different. It's that it's like, well, that's not
That's
hard
what's
to
funny.
do, and it's not as
Yeah.
funny. You got to do the opposite. The opposite's funny.
Okay, no, I agree with.
So if
Like,
everybody's like fucking pussy, I love fucking bitch, I'll like do like, I think Democrats are really great.
no, that's why. No, like
My
one
best
of-
friend is trans.
Why all of my white jokes are pro-white? Like when I say white power or
That's
like
funny.
white people are better and stuff, because I was so sick and tired of brown comics being like, white people are
There's
the worst,
nothing
white
worse.
women, white, and it's like let's give that waggy finger
And
to
it's
white
such an-
people, and that's why I'm like fuck this. I love being a brown person. Like go, like in Dallas, murdered when. There was a line of table of just people from Alabama, and they were like, "We're here for the ball game." I was like, "Oh, fucking nice, fucking white power, dude!" And it just destroyed. And I was like,
Yeah.
"That's funny."
There's nothing easier than going on stage in Los Angeles and going, "White men suck."
oh my god, I can't stand.
Well, and
it.
I think that just the whole nature of a joke is it's the surprise of it. So that's why you have to say white power. That's, to me,
It's just
that's
so
but
funny.
That's where like we always
Yeah.
laugh at like there's that Attell joke where he's like cheerleaders guys they can throw a girl up 25 feet in the air. He goes, isn't that crazy? 25 feet in the air, these guys can throw a girl up. He goes, but if you kick her out of a moving car, it's a felony.
Well, here's my
the
favorite.
The joke, it's always a surprise though. Like that's the thing of it.
Well,
And
he's the
that's-
master of.
That's
He has
yeah.
my favorite joke. He has a bunch of my favorite jokes ever. But from his last one, Road Work, he's talking about.
oh, I love that one.
He's like saying how girls will drink whiskey, and then he'll be like, "Whiskey and Diet Coke, please." He's like, "You take the manliest drink and cut it with the girliest drink." He's like, "Are you afraid you're gonna look fat when you're getting tag team on a pinball machine?" But then the
I don't wanna
funny
look
joke
chubby,
is
yeah.
he goes, "What are you worried you're gonna look puffy when you're yelling the N-word at an eclipse?" That's insane. That's
Oh, yeah.
so funny.
It's so imaginative.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
It's yelling the N-word at an eclipse is the funniest fucking
He
thing
has
I've
this
ever
one
heard.
joke where he goes, I try to wear scarves, but he's like, every time I wear a scarf, he's like, sorry, I'm just trying to warm my throat in case there's a cocksucking
There's a
competition.
cocksucking competition.
Do you remember like? And I don't want to burn all of his shit. You remember like all of that shit he was doing about the owls?
Yeah.
And it was
I
just
don't
like,
even remember it.
what the
It's-
fuck?
It's
An
not
owl-
even old fucked up.
An
It's
owl
just
is
like,
a bird's lawyer.
Yeah, fuck you.
don't worry, I'll get us
G-bird.
out of this by blinking or something.
Fuck you, Juber.
You Juber. He's so good, dude. That's the kind of shit I look at and I'm like so upset about. Like I could never think of yelling the N-word in a clip. Or the best one-liner ever is he goes, "I don't like to travel much, mainly because my dad used to beat me with a globe."
Yeah. That was
Escape for the memories.
That other level of shit that I.
But that again though, that to me is like what you learn from good comics like that, where it's just like, okay, where's the surprise at? Like that's what you do about it, because especially when you do. When you spend all that time setting up that joke and how it's not racist, and then offhanded, you just turn into this fucking monster.
It's so it's
fun.
My favorite thing about
too, like I can watch you have fun doing it.
My favorite thing about comedy is when you just straight up lie to them and gaslight the audience until they believe what you're saying. And then you completely change.
One of my favorite David tells skinks for the memories joke. He goes, "There's a Native Americans. They have the rain dance, as what I like to call it, cloudy with a chance of fag."
I don't remember that one. That's so good.
So good, dude.
There's a chance of fag.
Him and what I admire, like David tells that one, and also Norm Macdonald. Like,
oh yeah,
R.I.P. Like he's the one of like he. Like watching old clips, or it's like, great. Oh no, he genuinely doesn't give a fuck.
Norm didn't
if
care.
No one likes
it was
you.
like a pathology. Like he couldn't help it. Like it was bad. Like it ruined his life in a lot of ways. It fucked up his career.
Oh yeah.
Like,
he lost the
like with
Saturday Night
SNL,
Live.
yeah, because he was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna.
Couldn't not do it. It's so awesome.
Yeah,
and
even
you see
when
people now who can't do, like they can't no matter what do the right thing.
Did you ever see him on The View?
Yeah,
so
where
good.
Just,
I thought it was a matter of public record that Bill Clinton killed a man. Norm, you can't say that. Well, I'm just looking forward to getting the murder out of the White House.
Yeah.
All right, manslaughter. Jeez, he's so good.
God, he's great.
Do you remember when it was bumping mics and Gilbert Gottfried loves it? He's like,
Yeah.
And then Dave's just looking, like you could see like the fucking hamster turn, and Dave just goes, "I love Gilbert." And he goes, "Gilbert, that laugh would go so well with a graveyard and a shovel." He said, he goes, "Look at how you dress. You look like you escaped from Shawshank prison."
That guy is next level.
That's that shit that you do now a lot. Is like the improv crowd work stuff that I am like afraid to do now, and I hate myself for it. Yeah,
I think you're great at it.
Because like that quick on the feet shit.
right.
Dude, I don't know. Like out here, I used to like it, but now it's just like I'm doing my act and that's it. And oftentimes I'll talk to people and be like,
we talked about this earlier. Yeah, fourth wall. Yeah.
That means you have wiggle room to do it though, or at least practice it. Because you have your set is like bulletproof.
If it's polished,
I should be doing it, but I'm like, because I don't know. In my head, it's just like I fucking don't really like these people, and it's not gonna be
all
nice.
the more reason to do it.
Yeah,
I think you play more than you realize, though.
Maybe
You do.
but yeah, you are fucking improving up there a lot. Like that's the shit that.
Thanks, man.
No, I love it.
3-man improv team. Zip, zap, zop. Just 45 minutes of it.
Oh, good God.
Rob, are you all right? You just stared into the abyss just now.
We have that effect on him.
Right? He's just like,
That just occurs every
I need to play more.
once an hour. I just go, oh, should I keep living?
Even the mice.
And I'm like, I guess so.
Yeah. No, I should have a little. I have like this like tend to be like I really want to be like, because also it's like I want to be the Yemeni Kevin Hart. Like I genuinely want to be so rich to the point where I don't have to be good at comedy anymore.
I like that.
Like that's genuinely my goal.
I like that.
Like,
Well,
that's
you
why
need to
I
have
work
that.
so
You got
hard.
one part down.
That's good. No, that's like my goal is like after like my like Yemeni Kevin Hart first 3 specials, great, and then after stadiums, and I'm gonna get up. I'm like, don't you guys ever get sick of your wife? And everyone's like,
Dude, I love
I
that.
have the balls.
Yeah,
to
that's
say-
what I want.
I like,
like
that's where your head's at too, and you're
No.
still in that like space.
yeah, I genuinely
That's a
want
fun
like
place
where
to
I
be.
Sellout
just, like,
mentality, baby.
It's a fun
That's what
place
it
to
is.
be in
I
comedy.
love
I
it.
want to set like I want to like that's why I fucking like after I finish the show I'll fucking pass out stickers, try to sell
every
merch.
comic
and, like,
should want to sell out. That's like the
no,
goal of getting
that's
into
what
it.
I want. Like
Yeah.
I want to make millions, so I don't have to be good at comedy.
I would like to
anymore.
make $30,000 a year as a road comic. And there's like 4 guys in Tulsa who are like, "Do you know Rob Puglisi?" They're like the diehards.
I want to be found dead in a
You're working on
helium, like in a hotel that the helium.
I was talking to my buddy earlier. Dude, I went to this party. I did a show Saturday, and then we went to some bar after, and it was a supermodel party.
Oh.
I'm not kidding you. There was 300 supermodels. We go to walk in, and I'm like, "What's going on there?" And the bouncer goes, my model friend's here. She brought all her model chicks." And I was like, that's funny. He's like, "I'm serious."
where was this?
It's right across Harvard and Stone.
Okay.
So we go
Oh, it's a fancy place.
literally the most beautiful women I've ever seen. Hundreds of them. Hundreds.
Right.
And I realized in that moment, every decision I've made in my life has brought me away from beautiful women. Every fucking choice I've made. Since I was like a kid. I was I was like a preppy kid, and then I met the kids who were smoking weed, and I was like, I want to go do that. You know?
Yeah.
I don't get fucking laid.
Contrarian.
It's awful, because I really like pretty women. It was wild out.
And again, that's why I want to be. I want to cheat on my wife.
That's why I need a buddy like that, like a Blaustein, like a Chimber.
Yeah.
And then I come and hang out for a little bit.
Right.
Go back to my fucking dark cave. Take a pray with me or whatever.
Get a prayer.
Just dragging. No, it's crazy though, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So yeah, the selling out thing. What is the gig that you want more than anything? Like Madison Square Garden.
Oh, well, so right now my goal for this year is to get Jimmy Fallon, because I know Fallon would like me. You know, I got that personality, and I know he would like me. And that's why I want to get that late night, and then I want to do. Yeah, right now that's just the goal. Just try to get found. But like Madison Square Garden, like big theater. Oh my! Like I want to be the Yemeni Sebastian Maniscalco. You know what I mean? Just like I have
I thought you
like
said the Yemeni Kevin Hart.
Yemeni Kevin Hart. Yemeni, like you know what I mean? It's like
It's a big difference.
it's
Yeah.
it's
Be
Yeah,
Kevin
no
Hart.
no no
Yemeni
no.
fluff
Hear me
is-
out. Hear
You
me
have
out.
the same complexion.
Okay. Well, what I'm saying is if you say, hey, you want to go see Kevin Hart or Sebastian, like you know exactly what you're getting. You know, it's I'm thinking like I don't want to say the McDonald's, the Big Bang Theory of stand-up comedy, like you know, or the what was that? Always Sunny in Philadelphia. When you watch any episode, you know exactly what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to do. Like, it's just
All
like
those,
everyone
like,
knows Kevin Hart, and it's like you know exactly what you're gonna get. So you get up. So that's what I'm trying to get. So
all those like
just-
top comics, like Jimmy Carr, Russell Peters, like you know what you're getting, and it's like, oh, dude, it's easy.
You
It's
know
like
what
shooting
you're
fish in a barrel.
and that's
But
why
that's
like
like
they sell so many tickets.
Any like where you get to a level of notoriety. That's what is exciting about that the most, is you can do the jokes you want to do.
Yeah,
that's
I don't
what
have to tell people I'm gay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, people know you enough that
think
where
you
you
still
can go
will.
up and you can be like, fuck this, and people know you're kidding because they know that you're not an anonymous to where they're
Yeah.
like, is this guy a serial killer?
Yeah, Bill Burr was saying.
Burr was a classic
Yeah,
example
Bill
of that.
Burr was saying, he goes, enjoy your time killing in obscurity. Just like when
And he would bomb too. He'd be
Yeah.
on the road and he'd be bombing. And this is one of the what soon to be best comics of all time because
Right.
people just don't know what his deal is.
who he is or whatever. But now it's like, and it's tough because usually when comedians, like Kevin Hart, Kevin Hart even said, he's like, it's hard for me to know whether I'm doing great or not because he gets up and no matter what he says,
Yeah.
people are laughing because it's like, I mean, it's Kevin Hart.
What a
I'm
great
sure-
problem to have.
Right,
that-
exactly.
I-
Exactly.
I know who would I be to turn that down? In my fucking egocentric mind, give me a Tell, give me a Fitzsimmons, like give me a room where like we're on the same lineup, and I'm like, yeah, that would make me like, I just want to destroy this club. Like
Yeah.
there's something about a club.
Oh,
that-
clubs are the shit, though.
Oh my god! Like I just.
Yeah, even
I
big clubs I don't
fucking-
like the Irvine Improv is
It's
crazy.
That's a
It's a
big
fucking theater.
Yeah.
It's like 600 seats.
I haven't done Irvine yet.
And I'm like
It's
I remember
nuts.
doing Ice House, and I remember
Ice
like
House is great.
doing fucking the Belly Room with Joey, and it was just like, oh my god, yeah, like dude, I want to do more of this. Like,
Yeah.
just fucking. And here's the thing though, is again, I feel like with us, it's always been about like I want to be. Like, holy fuck, who was this guy? This guy was hilarious.
Yeah, but the older I get, the more I am thinking like I'd like some money also.
Really?
Yeah, and
Man.
that's my mindset right now. It's
Yeah.
like
I'm with him.
I mean,
Clearly.
when I like I was featuring.
I think both are possible.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
They definitely are. I mean, I think like I was featuring at Tempe Improv opening for someone and for my roommate, and it was like near sold out, like 450 seats. God damn, I murdered. It was so much fun. It was Arizona. They fucked with like all the
there's nothing
fucked up
better.
Arab jokes and all like or the you know the terrorist jokes or the whatever jokes that I was doing, and they were down for it, and no one knew who the fuck I was, and it was like that's
that
the
is
best feeling.
fun.
And I was like, that's what I want to do. I was like, if I could, I mean, yeah, I say Yemeni Kevin Hart, but honestly, if I could just headline any improv. Like
Had
right
it
now,
sold
like
out.
Andrew Santino's doing theaters, but like Mark Norman or Sam Morril,
Yeah.
like they're really funny and they sell out every club they go to
Right.
in the world, and they make really good money out of it.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
No, that's. I mean, they're like, aside from that level, which is the millionaire superstar level of comedy, they're at the top of the game.
exactly.
Yeah.
So
And
it's not like
that's a
they're
good
nothing.
that's a good level to be at where
That's a great level.
if you're a comedy fan or at least like stand up comedy, you know who they are.
Yeah.
If you don't know, like the star and like superstars, like my mom knows who Kevin Hart is.
Right.
My
Yeah,
mom
yeah.
doesn't even watch American TV, but she
No.
knows who Kevin Hart is.
Right.
It's like that Chris Rock saying, you're famous as a stand-up comedian when people who don't watch stand-up comedy know who you are.
But that's that thing that is like, if you're that famous, there's something more satisfying walking on stage to people who don't have any fucking clue who you are. And
Yeah.
getting an applause break.
yeah,
Then
that's
yeah.
a good feeling. That's
I'm
a really
fucking
good.
famous.
People act like that's easy to get, or I should say it is easier to get because I know comics that are fucking terrible and have Netflix specials, like legit. Like I know them, like, and I know everybody at this fucking table would annihilate this
Oh,
person.
I was about to say, what's an
yeah.
applause break? But
Yeah, but that's
if
again,
you're-
that's like just the fads and whatever the fuck and like what.
it's a business. Like, it's half business, half comedy.
Right.
So one's going to prevail. I know it sucks, but it is what it is, dude. That's just a fact.
You're right.
That's, the thing. That's why he's saying where like Kevin Hart doesn't have to be funny at the end of the day. It's like, it's kind of true. He can just go up there
Put your fucking
tell something
girly
that's kind
hand
of a
in my
joke.
face again.
and, it works.
Ugh, God.
That's all I got to
I was
say.
gonna say, did all three of you have to sign your soul over to Satan, or did he just take Al's signature?
We'll see in about a week. We'll find out real
No,
shortly.
look, honestly, I could totally do that stupid bullshit of like, money's evil.
If you were gay
And-
Fluffy, you would fucking destroy. If you just fully committed to that, you
Dude,
would
Fluffy's
fucking
another
destroy.
example.
No, but he
Who
is
is like the
good,
biggest
though.
gay comic? Is there one?
Tim Dillon probably.
But he's not a gay comic. I mean, he's a gay comic, but he's not up there going.
Zach Noe Towers and that really ripped guy Matt. They're both New York comics.
Ellen DeGeneres is
yeah,
probably.
Mateo
Zach
Lane.
Noe Towers.
Mateo
Oh,
Lane.
Mateo Lane, yeah.
I thought Zach Noe Towers was out.
Oh no, Zach Noe Towers is
Mateo
here.
Lane. But none of
they're
there's
both-
no like.
Yeah,
Kevin
there's
Hart,
no huge
right?
Kevin
Ellen.
Hart.
No, Ellen, but it's usually like I remember a gay comic was telling me, he was like, you will never see a it's like for gays you would see a lesbian comic because you don't want you will never see like a man with feminine energy.
Yeah, they go to Broadway.
Like go up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go.
Yeah, they're smarter. They make money acting.
Yeah, in theater and stuff. But
Yeah, that's crazy. There's never been like that at that level.
Hey, yes.
what?
That's the one glass ceiling I like. No, I'm just kidding. That's so
Thank
fucking
God it's on the glass floor.
as long as nobody else gets there, I'm happy.
I mean, those gay guys with feminine energy are killing it in every other industry.
Yeah,
I know.
So
for sure.
Fucking
right.
No, yeah, you're
insert
absolutely.
riff.
Hey, use the
I
green
agree.
screen. Just someone put the rainbow flag right
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
just like
Oh, God.
real quick.
I we're Sorry, I was in WeHo today. And I still love like the 1970s creepy gays.
Oh, like the old gay dudes.
Yeah.
Dude, those
Who are
guys.
still hiding it even though they've been out for 30 years.
I was sitting there writing in my notebook, and this guy was probably standing like right where you are, and he just fucking.
Dude,
He just
staring at
fucking
you.
watched me drink my beer.
Old
Just
gays
looking at
are-
him like,
Old gays are so funny.
fuck me. And he's just like. And I'm like, fucking-
One time, there's really like old, like
Just smells your
two,
air.
It was
after
like
you-
these two older gay men after a show. It was in West Hollywood. I
We just
finished
get
the show,
space.
and then after the show, like, you were funny, and I got to tell you, you're also fun to look at.
Yeah, they're so sassy and proud of
So
themselves.
sassy.
Just like,
They're just
I
like,
did say it.
I just
told you I'd say
I
it,
just
and
hit
said
on
it.
a straight man. Meanwhile, the younger gay guys will be like you're straight. Yeah, all right, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Let me try to flip you. Okay, cool. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, old gay guys are funny though.
Yeah, like what? Did you go home with him?
Huh? No, they went.
What
they went home
happened is
with
I
each
want to
other.
be loved by everybody thing.
I don't want it bad enough.
All right, fine, let's go.
Hey, I guess.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
You're
I gotta
just
sleep
whispering.
with everybody
You're
after
just
the
whispering
show.
Yemeni Kevin Hart. Is
Yeah.
Yemeni Kevin Hart. Yemeni.
Just
But
like,
it's
like as
echoing
they're
it.
putting
Yeah.
a finger up my butt.
It's echoing in that fucking
Do it for
well.
Fallon.
It's echoing in that well that he has you in.
Yeah, it's like, is my butt pink enough? Is it pink enough? I don't like.
Hello.
Eric knows a guy.
You're
Maybe
surprised by the pinkness. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, man.
Dude, yeah, I
appreciate
had
it.
a lot of fun, man. Always, I like talking to you guys after mics and shit, and y'all are always a
yeah.
fun hang.
You are, man. You've. I love watching your stuff. You're a fun comic to watch, and you're a fun comic. I love it because I can fuck with you and you don't get hurt.
Oh yeah,
Like that was one of the first things I loved about you.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh,
That
my
is
God.
rare out here in comedy.
yeah.
In
You
comics,
really
it's
don't
rare.
give a shit.
yeah. No,
And
I
you,
Fun.
like you've started throwing it back. That's what I love. is
right.
I was like, ooh, look at him. He's getting some fucking balls on him. And you're like, that was good, right? It's just like, little fucking ankle biter. Anyways, so thanks for doing it, man. And
Yeah, of
I
course.
I think you're gonna do something bigger than Verzi will.
I am hopefully.
Hopefully. Fallon would be dope if you got that at the end of the year.
I'm trying to do Fallon, man. I just know
possible.
you'll like me, and I've been like sending them like, oh well, I have a couple clips ready to send to them. So I'm like, here's different 5-minute clips, and I'm leaning into the I'm from Yemen, and I went to an Islamic school.
That's what they
I
love
mean,
that shit.
listen, it's funny,
Yeah.
but also I want to talk about pedophilia in the Arab
Do that.
community.
Yeah, do that one joke, and then once you get on stage, be like, anyway.
All right, now that I know this guy,
Yeah.
this crowd is cool.
I was just saying, maybe you should write those letters, but you should have like different lettering, like the serial killers.
Cut out newspaper.
Exactly. Maybe you kidnapped a reporter and told him how bad you wanted to be on Fallon.
Yeah. Oh man.
It's a terrorist joke.
Terrorist jokes are fun.
Anyways, fucking hack.
Hmm.
Puglisi.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
Absolutely,
fun.
man. Thank you for doing the co-host. Go ahead, do your Instagram plug one more time. You got
I'm
any
at-
shows coming up, by the way?
Let me pull up my.
Here
if
we
I got-
fucking
you know what? Bruise Brothers, January 27th.
Where's that at?
Bruise Brothers, Burbank on Olive Street.
Bruise Brothers?
Bru-
Bruise? Is that what you're saying?
It is Bruise Brothers. Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, Bruise Brothers.
like beer, like
Yeah,
brews.
yeah.
Oh,
On
I was
just
Wednesday
asking.
night.
I was
They
just
have
asking.
Wednesday night shows now, like a couple other
Okay. Yeah, I thought it
comic
was a
producers
Bruise.
and stuff. But anyways, yeah, Ahmed, AHMED, loves bread. Ahmed loves bread.
Sweet.
Nice.
I mean,
Puglisi.
Rob
Where can I
Pug
find-
Comic is Instagram. I'll be doing I'm doing Only Friends with some guy soon at Nightcap, and then at the end of the month I'm doing Logan and Ben's show. It is called Fuck. It's a good one, and it's really a good show. People love it. Everybody knows about it. We
Oh.
all know about it, right? Everybody's heard
and
about
then,
this one. It's such a cool guy. I love those guys. Mostly, it's
while he's looking,
Mostly
February
my
17th
friends.
through the
It's
21st,
fine.
I will be in San Francisco.
Shoebox Comedy, the
That's funny.
standard show that we all know.
Oh,
about.
those are great. Oh, Logan and Ben. I
Yeah.
did the first one. Great
It
show.
looks fun.
Really
looks
fun show.
And then watch the Red Rob Roy show, huh?
Oh, yes.
On
Amazon
Amazon Prime, please. We got 3 more episodes coming out soon too. So
It's fucking awesome.
Go.
Verzi, to my left.
Nothing coming up. Follow the YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. Verzi Triplets at Mitchell Verzi.
Sweet.
That's it.
I'm going to be headlining in
Oh,
San Diego at
What?
the
Let's go.
Madhouse Comedy Club, January 19th.
Fuck yeah.
Get tickets.
Check him out. Check him out.
It's
Wednesday?
going to be a kick in the ass, yeah.
Nice.
How much am I
So-
doing up front? Rocha.
That's funny.
Oh, you didn't get my message. And then either the 28th or the 29th, I'll be headlining there too. I'll be doing local stuff. It'll be a cafe show, but I'll be headlining that too. So plenty of times to check us all out. These guys are really, really funny. One of us isn't. I'll let you decide who it is. All right? No.
Rob.
No.
It depends on who you are.
That'd be funny if at the end of every one of these you were like, also, every nice thing I've said to one of these people tonight has been a lie. I'll never tell which.
Right.
So anyways, Luke, hope you're feeling better, and you won't watch this, so
Definitely won't.
I don't. Why are you living?
Have a good night.
Why bother, Luke?
I don't know no better, so let's blame the weather. Cause I got no care when I hit my groove. Cause I got no care when I hit my groove. Well, my music's rolling, I'm moving to that kick and swing.